Hey, today I've got three interesting lists from the Jutland Open tournament this weekend for you guys. So let's go and see what they're doing, shall we? And it's three lists that have a certain army build that I've rarely seen before. Now, this first one is utilizing the new armies of the US. So this is a souk spam list. It's 17 order dice, 1250 US rifle platoons. So regular commander, armored infantry, and this is what creates the souk spam, because with the armored infantry you get extra selection for bazookas. So 6-man armored infantry regulars, 6-man armored infantry regulars. No, this second one has 2 LMGs in it as well. So that's an 8-man unit. And then so he actually does different things with each individual unit. Here we have one that has a submachine gun and a BAR, submachine gun and a BAR, 80 grenades on these guys, which that's a 6-man unit with 80 grenades. I don't really get that. That's not massively useful in my book. But then a company commander to keep everyone going, inexperienced that, and then a bazooka team and a light mortar team. And because now you can take extra bazooka teams, he takes 3 more bazooka teams. That is 4 bazooka teams in this list. That is an insane amount of anti-tank power, that is. M3 half-tracks, because they're damn useful. A Dodge truck as well with a pintle-mounted MMG. All of these M3s, by the way, have pintle-mounted HMGs and can transport 12 men. So you can put bazookas, officers, and the infantry in them, and just everything is motorized, mechanized. And then to help that, we get a Chaffee tank and a Recce Jeep. That is a very new, very different way of running the Americans. It is focusing on the half tracks, but with the addition of the bazookas, it becomes very, very good at killing enemy armor. And there'll be a lot of snap twoing going on, where the commander just snap twos the M3 that he's in, and then pushes that up, unloads the infantry himself, and then 1 or 2 bazookas and kills stuff. So that's the first very interesting list. The second interesting list was what I would term a Terminator list, like 40k Terminators. It is a Soviet list, 19 order dice, so very high order dice. Inexperienced platoon commander with SMG, and then a couple of scout squads, because they're damn useful, right? 5-man scout squads, 3 SMGs, a couple of rifles to get a little bit of extra range capability. An artillery observer to bombard stuff, and this is where it gets interesting, because the scouts are already up there. What do you want to bombard? I'm not sure, but we shall see how he uses that. Heavy weapons platoon to support that with HMG teams, 2 of those, 75 points. That is a very, very dangerous little fixed gun, but it is very, very expensive for what it delivers. So we shall see if this works out for the player. Heavy mortar team with spotters, 2 of those as well. These are very, very hard hitting. If they land one of those heavy mortar grenades on top of one of my vehicles, it is going to die. AT rifle, and then engineers with a platoon commander inexperienced, assault engineers with body armor and submachine guns, and double Panzerfausts. So 5-man unit here, a single Panzerfaust in the second unit. These are not the flamethrower engineers that we're used to, but they do have all that body armor. They're very, very survivable. They only die on 6s, right? 2 flamethrower teams and white scout cars to transport these guys in. So now the white scout cars, of course, have a transport capacity of 8. So you could put a flamethrower team, an assault engineer, and an officer in each of these and push everything up in one go. Again, we're seeing the potential for Snap 2 units here, like what in 40k would be termed a clown car, where you have multiple units in the same vehicle. But because you can snap 2, that is one unit that can go up and kill something. Very, very good. Su-76 and Tachanka to finish out that. I'm not sure about the inclusion of a Tachanka, but it is a very, very nice little painting project, if nothing else. But the Su-76 is just very good, isn't it? And finally, we have Benjamin's Italian list here. 14 order dice, so very low compared to the one we just saw of 19 for the Soviets, right? Very, very low. He starts out with an engineer platoon, so he's needing a rifle platoon somewhere in the list, with double flamethrower engineers, because you can, right? That means you're very, very likely to kill whatever you aim these guys at. They are extremely expensive at 152 points, but, you know, you can, right? And you can put 2 of them in this auto protetto, because you've got 20-man capacity in that one. That is very nice. Then a light Semoventi, which is the command vehicle, has the command vehicle special rule already. Inexperienced for 36 points. I'm not sure that this is the way to go for command vehicles, but I'm seeing a lot more people try out actual command vehicles, which is nice. And then a light Semoventi with a super heavy AT gun. So here we have the tank hunters, 2 of these, to combine with the auto predetto that you can throw up with all the flamethrowers. Very, very cool. Alpini, Bersaglieris, to round out the list. One of them is just, 6-man, more or less, push unit, although it can't push very well, and then a couple of backline holders with LMGs here. AT rifle, light mortar, and another auto predetto, so he can split up his infantry, or he can, push all his units into those to create super clown cars, 2 super clown cars in, for instance, breakthrough missions where you want to rush out the enemy's back line. Maybe that can actually win him the game. So 3 very, very interesting lists. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope the players bringing these to Jutland Open will absolutely enjoy themselves during the weekend, and it's very, very cool to see new builds, new types of lists, right? Let's see how they do. Cheers.